we're gonna demo cutting the Kinkjou. So 3-step process. The first step is you want to put it on the bottle. Just adjust it there, make sure it's good. Second step, well, lower the cutting wheel. Go around. There's a click at the end. We're calling it the Kinkjou click. That means you got a perfect score line. So that's step 1. Get rid of this one here. Step 2 is you use separation rings. I'll show you what those are for. Put a ring on each side of the score line. So normally you would just pour boiling water on that, but we're going to start with the cold. Get the bottle nice and cold. The reason you have the rings is by pouring the water, it just kind of channels the water right on that score line, nowhere else. So then we use heat gun. Normally it would be boiling water. And the whole point of this is just to stress that score line so it just snaps right there.
It looks like it's getting white right in that line.
Yeah, so it's drying out right now, and then you can hear it kind of breaking apart right now. So once that gets nice and hot, I'm going to put cold water back on there. I'll have to do it twice to get both sides of the bottle. When you're doing hot water, the water just flows around, so it's a little quicker. Alright, so then we'll do the other side. The whole thing takes about maybe a minute and a half. This will take a little bit longer with the gun, but with boiling water it's really quick.
It's fun to just watch it turn white.
Yeah.
Now you can do this with all different sizes of bottles?
All different sizes, all the way up to about a Magnum wine.
Oh wow.
Big champagne bottles. As long as the bottle's round and the Kinkjou can fit on it, then it's not a problem.
And you were showing us some other products that go along with this. So
yeah, so you got the, well, I'll show you those in a second,
yeah, please.
Bottle tops.
So we'll get ready to pop the bottle. Now is it going to crack right off? Or
sometimes it falls. Sometimes you need to pull on it. Normally we let it fall. But we'll see what happens with this one there. Like I said, the heat gun is not the most ideal way to do it, but it does work. We just did a few of them.
Sure. Now how sharp are the edges when you break it apart?
It's sharp, but 10-15 seconds with sandpaper and the edge is gone. Alright, so let's see here if it's... There you go.
There we go. Look at that.
Take this off. Take your sandpaper.
Is there a reason that you wet the sandpaper?
Yeah, so when you're sanding glass, it creates silica dust. Not great to breathe in. So you want, not that it's creating a lot of dust, but it's not something you want.
Just to keep the dust down.
Yeah. And the paper actually lasts longer when it's wet.
And what grade sandpaper is that, do you know?
So this is 80 grit, and this comes in the kit. There you go. So this one here's got a little bit of a divot, and that's probably because of the heat gun, and I pulled it apart.
Yep.
But there you go.
Look at that. Now, what products go with this? You were showing me.
This is the Kinkjou that cut this, and we'll grab. So normally, say you want to use this top now, you would sand the top, and then you put this on. So it'd be like a shooter glass.
Nice.
And then if you want to take water, there you go. Doesn't leak.
Look at that. And then you have a product coming out?
Yeah, so then we have a product coming out in September, which is a pendant light kit.
Look at that.
you would have an LED like this. It would be in there. It would hang from your ceiling. It will come in half a dozen different colors.
Look at that, and that's at Bottle Cutting Inc.
BottleCutting.com.